eat up your per diem.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And let's get...
Well, guys, he told me...
Thank you, David. Well, the NBA has some great advanced scouts who know how to help a team prepare for an opponent. When you play, Chris, what kind of information would you be given with a team that was coming up on the schedule or the game that night that was important for you?
Oh, wow. My rookie year, I remember the first time I got a scouting, the playoff scouting report, and I had to understand how many times the player I was playing against would shoot over his right shoulder as opposed to his left shoulder, and the percentage of the times he liked it on the left box as opposed to the right box. And really just knowing the guys and understanding the habits, and so you really need that. It gives you confidence because, as I said, you can't check one player. It's just so hard to do. So what do you have to do? You have to check their tendencies. So maybe you can beat him to the spot that he likes before he can, because if he gets there, he's just going to destroy you. Scouting reports are everything to understand your opponent and your opposing team.
Did you keep, Chris, a mental notebook, or would you have a notebook that you would write in to keep track of these players, the guys you would face?
I had a mental notebook. The teams would give us physical notebooks, but I would just kind of read them and make my mental notes. You get to see guys so often that if you don't kind of understand who a player is that night before you play him, it might be too late.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Then there's Grant. Then it's Zach LaVine. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. Milwaukee with the rebound. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Portland. The pass to Grant. Parker with the steal. Here's Vaughn. Here's Monroe, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And it's Grant in the corner. Unloads. And the Bulls with another miss.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
To the middle. Here's Parker. They get it again, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wildly strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And, Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe. He's guarded by Brogdon, and it's Grant in the corner. LaVine against Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
Parker's shot is off.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Bulls trail by 3. The 9-foot shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
But he's just having one of those games that you just like to forget about as soon as it's done.
Yep, it counts.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
2 points. That one goes.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Milwaukee leading by 5. Down low, here's Parker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Rashad Vaughn. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Brogdon.
And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. Great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Bulls shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages, at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Antetokounmpo, just incredibly talented, a long, lanky, athletic powerhouse of a player.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Dunn passes to Holiday. Over in the corner, Portis. Back to Holiday. Bulls moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo over Holiday. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Dunn. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
The shot's good from Henson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We'll return shortly. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Here's Dunn. Tony Snell is out there with Maker. Then it's John Henson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Pass to Dunn. Stolen by Henson. Here's Snell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Dunn kicks to Pondexter. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Dellavedova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Dunn. And Henson pulls it down. Well, the Bucks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Antetokounmpo, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. Dunn passes to Portis. Kicks to Dunn. In the corner, it's Pondexter. From 8. And part of analyzing a game can be offering forth critique of players or officials or organizations. Chris, how do you find that balance of candor and yet not being too critical, being too harsh?
Great question. The way I try to have an honest balance is to remember how I felt when it happened to me.
Interesting.
When you're a player, if someone comes with hard, credible evidence, I mean, it's true. You can't take anything personal. But when guys are just criticizing the same jump shot that you made last play, I'm not that guy. So, I try to keep a balance by being fair and honest, first of all, to the fans of that city and that state, and letting them know how great their team is, but also that maybe their team is playing lazy. Maybe look at this effort not out there by the floor. But also, in a blowout game, I also give the team that's losing by 30 just as much respect as I do the winning team, because those guys work just as hard. This is just a specific night they didn't play that well. So I just try to make every game as special as it is to me, from being a kid growing up to being able to play in the league, but then also just being fair. Benefiting the doubt first, but if you do 2 or 3 stupid things, then you're a stupid player that night. Just being honest, having fun. And I've gotten some calls from players, and I don't care. I'm not hard to find. I just try to have fun, be honest, and no hard feelings, man.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Thon Maker. Wands checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Grant outside. And the dunk by Grant.
Sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Chicago, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for them. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat, what was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever laced them up, and Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards, and then you had guys in a system that was just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time, but Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing errors that you really can't prove it. So yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
Bulls trail by 7. He's guarded by Brogdon. Levine wide open. Hands it from downtown. Levine's got 6.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Chicago shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Vaughn. Wyatt so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Snell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Bucks lead by 3. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Kick out to Levine. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Brogdon. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the rejection by Monroe. For 3, Levine. Chicago working now with a new shot clock. Goes up again, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
The Bucks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one misses. Bulls trail by 3. And he feeds it to Lopez. For 3. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy. Well, when the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg, they wanted him to revamp the offense. Hasn't exactly gone to plan as the Bulls have struggled on the offense under Hoiberg. However, the team has stayed competitive.
And with Hoiberg, he came in wanting to play a more perimeter shooting and up-tempo type of basketball. But the personnel, Chris, just hasn't been a good match.
And part of it is the front office getting players who can't really hurt you from deep. But Hoiberg's responsibility is to make the most of the talent on the roster. It hasn't been an easy path for him with this team's talent.
Monroe sets a screen for Brogdon. Maker kicks to Brogdon. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
There's Levine, and the Bulls get it back. Pondexter kicks to Levine. It's his first trip to the line.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them.
Once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
Brogdon a screen on Levine. Maker, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And it's 6 points for Thon Maker. Levine inside the three-point line. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Greg Monroe was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, I love that they were forceful at the offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. Third quarter starting here now. Bulls trail by 6. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Grant. Another shot. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Vaughn. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Third straight miss to start the half. But it's still early. No need to panic.
Outside, Antetokounmpo over LaVine. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Off target with what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is good. 11 points in the game.
Man, he takes it to the rack, but then just smoothly flows it in with the finger roll.
Pass to Vaughn. It's Parker, top of the key. That one goes in. Parker's got 9.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Oh, see that?
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Well, as a Michigan man, Chris, we know you're always following Big Ten action. Who are your favorite players out of the Big Ten currently playing in the NBA?
Man, I don't know if I'll be able to go home after this, but I love Mike Conley.
You're in trouble, I know.
Oh, man, I love his game. I love everything about him. His father, he comes from an athletic family. I just hate the fact that he's a Buckeye. But he's one of my favorites. And, of course, you know, you got to look at a kid named Tim Hardaway Jr. and Glenn Robinson III, dunk contest winner. Those guys went to a pretty good university in the Big Ten. So
they did.
There's a lot of great talent coming out of the Big Ten.
Can I mention a couple others like Draymond Green from just down the road in Ann Arbor, who played in East Lansing? Can I talk about him?
I love Draymond. When he was growing up, watching him play in Michigan in high school, I always knew he was going to be a great talent. So, yeah, even though he wore the green and white in college, still a big fan of his, too. I think the Big Ten is definitely representing well in the NBA.
Here's Vaughn taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
There's the dish to Dunn. Fast break, Milwaukee. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez. Bulls trail by 4. Mirotic passes to LaVine. And Mirotic kicks to Dunn. Feeds to Mirotic. There's LaVine. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. All sorts of time, and he hits the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Chicago calls timeout.
So the big story from the Bulls last offseason was trading Jimmy Butler. It had to be. He had strife with the front office, problems with players. Both sides seem to want to move on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Rashad Vaughn. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Brogdon.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Chris, as you said, the strength of this Bulls team last season came from Wade and Butler. And speaking of Wade, what better a player to act as a mentor for this team than Dwayne Wade?
Well, it's hard to get fair value for a guy like Butler. It was clear that Chicago needed to mix things up. Now, Levine, I really like his game. He can really help this team. And they, marketing, that's decent.
Bulls trail by 3. And Henson sends it back. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Dunn, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chris, we all know you were a big Pistons fan growing up, and of course that means that you had plenty of chances to root against the Chicago Bulls. When you go back and you think about when you were young, was there one Bulls player you loved to hate, so to speak?
You know, a little secret, I always cheered for Detroit, but I never hated the Bulls. Isaiah and Jordan were my favorite players. That's a little bit of a cop-out along with Magic, Bird, Dominique. But no. I really loved Artis Gilmore as well coming before. But no, I really can't say I had a player on the Bulls that I didn't really like.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Snell kicks to Maker. Back to Snell. The feed to Maker. Shot clock at 6. Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over Holiday. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Deep 2 from Pondexter. Milwaukee with the rebound. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 12 seconds left to play in the third. There's the screen. 3-pointers. Snell. No good on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. The Bucks on top, up by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals, that's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd right there.
Yeah, and there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating. That's what Coach wants to keep seeing.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Maker out there with John Henson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Snell, that's good. Snell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Milwaukee.
The point forward skills of Giannis, another aspect of his great versatility, which is so maddening to try and defend. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Dishes it to Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Goes up to the stripe. Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Changes up. Antetokounmpo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. rebound.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Holiday with another miss. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Snell. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Maker. Wands checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Screen by Parker. Brogdon the pass to Parker. Monroe, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Bulls trail by 6. Rebounded by the Bucks. Monroe's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the first one falls. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Both good from the line that time.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Out to the right wing. Monroe outside, and there's the pass to Vaughn. Back to Monroe. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
They get it again. Here's Lopez, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
No, but Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
Brogdon kicks to Monroe. Here's Parker. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Mirotic. Makes it off the glass.
Look at Mirotic's touch inside. Mirotic understands how to score deep in the paint.
Vaughn kicks to Monroe. Pass to Brogdon. Here's Parker. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Levine against Brogdon. Knocks it loose. Parker with it. There's Vaughn. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Now, that's a gutsy take on this part to make that happen. Many would not have tried that over the larger defender.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
He kicks it to Monroe. Here's Vaughn. He dishes it to Parker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tony Snell. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
To the wing on the left. Grant kicks to Levine. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick. Size-wise.
That's a crucial make right there, considering how he got it up and over the taller defender right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one a little long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kicks to Lopez. It's tipped. And here's the break. There's Vaughn. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Vaughn's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that double.
Parker passes to Brogdon. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brogdon's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. And here are the Bulls now. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
I can't say he wasn't going all out, but he's clearly out of position.
And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Brogdon.
Yeah, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he gets it to go.
What about the concentration of Dunn nailing the shot right in the D's face?
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Dunn. Here's Portis. Good D by Parker. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, you guys really got after it tonight. Is this the kind of mentality you want to impose on the other team?
Just as long as I stay aggressive. You know, don't rush the game. Don't get outside of my game. But continue to play hard.
Well, you got your teammates looking for you tonight, Jabari. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.